Okay, good morning everyone. Today we are going to be showing you how to properly reconstitute the coagulation controls for the Stago Compact Max. It's a fairly simple instrument to use, and actually the quality control material is quite easy to make up. It's just there's a few key elements that we want to hit on to make sure you're paying attention so that you can properly do this. So, we're going to go into the fridge here, and right over here we have the control material. You'll see Coag Control Normal and plus Abnormal, so they're both in here. And so there's the white here, which is Coag Control 1, which is the white cap there. And then there's Coag Control number 2, which has the blue cap, and it says abnormal there, ABN. It's kind of hard to read, I'm sure. But anyway, that's where you get it out of the fridge. Then we're going to walk over to the counter over here, and there's a couple things that I want you to pay attention to. Number one is how much water we're going to reconstitute this with. So as I pull it up here, for the abnormal, you'll see plus 1 ml of H2O, and also for Coag Control 1, you'll see plus 1 ml of H2O. Okay, so we're just going to set these down here. So I've just popped the caps off here. I'm sure it looked like magic because of editing, but I popped all I did was take the caps off. The next thing is we're just going to take the cap off of the water, and we're going to grab a micro pipette here. This goes from 100 to 1,000 microliters, and since we want 1 milliliter of water in this, obviously 1 mil is equal to 1,000 microliters, and so we're going to have it already set at 1,000 microliters. So if you want to change that or do anything, it's just a twist of this to adjust it. But since we're going to be using 1,000 microliters, we will keep it at 1,000. And so this is one big thing. Not only that we checked and said, oh yeah, there is going to be 1 mil of water in there, we've also checked this to make sure it's set at 1,000, so we know we are pipetting 1,000 microliters or 1 mil of water into the controls. So here we have the pipette tips, and we just give it one good hard press down and it locks it into place. We are then going to stick this into the water. We're going to, before I put it in the water, I'm going to have pressed all the way down to the first position. We're going to let it come all the way up. So you now have water in there, except what we want to do is pre-wet it. So then what you want to do is push all that water out all the way down to the second position, and then go back, all the way back, go down to the first position again, put it down into the water, pull it all the way up, and there we go. Now we have our water. So now we just put it into the control, push all the way down to the second position, all the water has dispelled into the control, and we're good. And then we can get rid of the tip by pressing this button here, and it just kicks it right off. And so do the same process again, but with control number 2. So again, press down once, that's on there, press down to the first position, put it into the water, come up slowly, it's got our water in it. So then we just push it all the way down to the second position. Okay, and we go back down to the first position, then put it down in the water, pull it up, and we've got our water, and we go down into our control all the way down to the second position, dispelling all the water into the control, and it's okay. Now we're good. So we'll put this back up here on the wall. These should be okay. We're going to put the lids back on, and we're all set. Those should be good, and then we will set the time for 15 minutes, and go. And then after 15 minutes, those should have been reconstituted. All we're going to do after that 15 minutes is give them a little bit of a shake, and then they'll be ready to load onto the instrument. So that's how you reconstitute the control.